Should Wizard hit Mommy, and the second one is Ivan's tries an O level. Okay, so these two are deleted from your Vistas part. We will have reading skills for 26 marks. Okay, so creative writing skills will be there for 23 marks. Your internal assessment actually comes to a total of 20 marks. Make sure you present it very neatly, and the format and all what you carry out, right, that should be actually proper. A very warm welcome to all the young minds of Class 12 Cbse. I am Dr. Shalini, your English teacher at PrepSchool. Today we are here to discuss about the changed syllabus. Okay, so we have a slight change in our syllabus that is prescribed by the board. Okay, so I'll be just introducing which are the ones that are deleted. Okay, so what is there in today's session? What are we going to understand? So today we'll be understanding, I'll just introduce you to the prose poetry like we did before. I'll be introducing you but with the deleted syllabus. Okay, so prose poetry we'll understand, and also about vistas. Then we'll have the question paper pattern which we hadn't discussed earlier. Okay, so after question paper pattern, we'll also look at the internal assessment. Then we'll move on to the examination pattern. Okay, so let us begin with our Flamingo now. Okay, so what is there and what is not there in Flamingo? So luckily, we have all the lessons which we had before. We have all the lessons retained in Flamingo. Okay, we have this last lesson written by Alphonse Daudet and Lost Spring Deep Water, which we have already covered. Okay, so the Rat Trap, Indigo, Poets and Pancakes interview also is there, and also Going Places. So there is no change in the Flamingo text. Okay, this is about the prose part. Okay, so we'll now move on to the poetry part. Okay, so there are slight changes here. Okay, so My Mother at 66 is retained. The only thing that is deleted is that elementary school classroom in a slum. Okay, so this is not there for you now. Okay, so yes, we have already done it. For your pleasure, you can just go through that. Okay, so then all the other poems that are already there. Okay, so none other have been deleted. Okay, so we'll just move on to this Vistas part. Okay, so Vistas also, there are two stories that are already deleted. Okay, so one is Should Wizard hit Mommy, and the second one is Ivan's tries an O level. Okay, so these two are deleted from your Vistas part. All others are retained here. Okay, so now we'll just move on to the pattern of examination. So what is the examination pattern? What is a question paper pattern? We will be understanding. Okay, just have an overview of your question paper. It is like this. We will have reading skills for 26 marks. Okay, so creative writing skills will be there for 23 marks. Fine. Then we have this literature textbook that is from your Flamingo as well as Vistas. Okay, so literature textbook is that Flamingo, and supplementary is your Vistas. Okay, so combined it will come up to 31 marks. Okay, altogether it will come up to 80 marks. Fine, so you can just add it up and check. Okay, so it will come up to 80 marks. So writing for you will be for 80 marks. Then remaining 20 marks is divided into the assessment of listening and speaking skills, that is ASL. Okay, so it is divided into this one, assessment and the internal assessment. So assessment of speaking and listening skills, that is there for 10 marks. Okay, so I'll brief you about that also. Then we have this internal assessment that is there for 10 marks. Okay, so as you had earlier this assessment of listening and speaking skills, it was there for 20 marks, but you didn't have this internal assessment, that project work and all you didn't have, right? This time you will have that also. Okay, so assessment of speaking and listening, you will have text read out, wherein in listening activity you'll have the text read out and you have to listen properly and you have to make a note of it and you have to answer the questions that are given there. Okay, so that comes under listening part. Okay, then when we come to this speaking part, it will be like a conversation between the partners. Okay, so this you can carry out, and what you will be judged on is that vocabulary, grammar, and when it comes to reading, the speed in which you deliver the dialogue. So that also will be counted. So be careful, like the voice intonation and all, you have to be very careful about it. Okay, so this comes up to 20 marks, go up to 100 marks. Okay, so we'll now move on to the next part, that is internal assessment. Okay, so internal assessment we have it for 20 marks, that is listening skills you will have it for 5 marks, speaking again you will have it for 5 marks, and project work which is extra, that will be there for 10 marks. So what will you have in this project work? Okay, something like you have to create your own drama, you have to write your own drama and you have to present it, or maybe some paper presentation, or maybe some symposium wherein you will read out your article, so like this. Okay, or maybe some debate. Okay, so all these will be there in project work. Okay, so there will be various aspects based on which you will be judged. Okay, and also project work, when you suppose you are delivering, you are presenting a drama or something. Okay, so all the dialogues and all what you write, okay, and the roles what you play, all that will be counted. Okay, so that comes under project work. So your internal assessment actually comes to a total of 20 marks. Okay, so internal assessment 20 marks, writing it's for 80 marks. Okay, so altogether it is for 100 marks. Okay, so this was all about internal assessment. Okay, so then we have this examination pattern. How is your question paper, how many sections are your question papers divided into? Okay, so here we have section A, and under section A we have various things. So first one is the reading comprehension. Okay, so that is through unseen passage. Okay, some passage will not be known to you, and that will be given for you to read, comprehend, and then give the answers. Okay, so here your comprehension skills will be assessed. Okay, so the way you understand, how do you understand, have you understood it correctly or not? So this will be actually assessed over here. Okay, so then we have unseen case-based passage. Okay, there will be some case given to you, and you have to read that and you have to make notes and then give the answers for all those questions given. Okay, so this comes under case-based passage. Okay, so the combined word limit for, like, including both of this, okay, combined word limit for writing that will be 700 to 750 words. The word limit of the passages will be 700 to 750 words. Okay, it's a quite a very short word limit, I can say. Okay, so then questions, what kind of questions will come when you come across this reading passage, and that is unseen passage and case based? You will either have MCQs, that is multiple choice questions, or maybe some objective type questions, maybe some fill in the blanks or answer in one phrase or something. So that type of questions will be there. Okay, so most of them will be MCQs. Fine, so this will come up to 20 marks. Okay, your reading skills, that is section A, will come up to 20 marks. Okay, so then we have section B. Okay, section B is actually writing part. Okay, so this is actually very interesting. So here you can see, first you have this creative writing. Okay, so first you have this creative writing skills. Here you will be given to write, maybe you have to write about some topic given, or you have to imagine and you have to write it, you have to put it in a creative way, something like that. Okay, so that will come up to 20 marks. Okay, so there may be 2 questions. Okay, out of 3 you might have to answer 2 or something like that. So there will be choice, but you have to answer any 2, and it will be for 10 marks each. Okay, so that is creative writing. Here you will be assessed for your grammar, your punctuation, as well as your creativity. Okay, so and of course spellings will be observed, so be careful about your spellings and make sure you present it very neatly, and the format and all what you carry out, right, that should be actually proper. Okay, that should be correctly followed. Then we come to notice writing. Okay, so under this section B only, that is writing skills, we have this notice writing also. So that will be 50 to 80 words. So that word limit will be given to you. Okay, so that will be for 5 marks. Okay, so notice writing we have already done, you already know how to write a notice. Okay, so that is for 5 marks. Then you will also have a formal or informal invitation to be written in 50 words. Okay, so a formal or informal, you know how to write an invitation, right? You're already familiar with it. Yes, we will also discuss about it in the class also sometime. Okay, so that also will be for 5 marks. Okay, so here also you have to follow the word limit, and that also will be counted. You exceed, then you lose marks. You go down, you'll lose marks. Okay, so make sure you follow the word limit. Not only 50, it can range from 50 to 80. Okay, so read the word limit that is given in the question paper and then follow that. Okay, so that is another thing. So letter based on verbal or visual input. Some pictures might be given, or maybe a comic stream may be given. So like this. Okay, some visual input will be given. Or maybe some verbal, some instructions will be given. So based on that, you have to write 120 to 150 words. Okay, so you have to write a letter based on the inputs given, maybe a job application, or maybe you're giving your candidature for some job profile or so, like this. Okay, so for that you have to write it in 120 to 150 words, which is also there for 5 marks. Okay, so inputs will be given, you have to follow the instructions and then you have to write the letter. Okay, so at last you have this article or report writing. Okay, so here you have to write it in 120 or 150 words. Again, we have already done article writing. Okay, report writing also will be discussing, it is also there for 5 marks. Okay, so altogether it will come up to 40 marks. Okay, 20, 10, 10. So 40 marks. Okay, so writing skills is therefore 40 marks over here. Okay, so then we have this examination pattern in section C. Okay, so section C we have so many things. Fine. So we have reference to context, or you can also call it as annotation. Okay, so annotation, you have a poetry extract from Flamingo, again a prose extract from Flamingo, also again one prose extract from Vistas. Okay, you will have choice over here, maybe 2 or 3 questions will be given, so out of that you have to answer any one. Okay, so when it is one poetry extract from Flamingo, it is for 6 marks. Again from Flamingo prose extract, again it's for 6 marks, whereas from Vistas it is only for 4 marks. Okay, so this you have to keep in mind. Based on the marks, you have to vary your length of the answer. Okay, so then we also have short type question answers from Flamingo, wherein you will answer in 40 to 50 words. Okay, 40 to 50 words, you have to answer any 2 questions out of the 4 or 3 given. Okay, so you will have it for 5 marks. Fine, you'll have it for 5 marks, and this altogether comes up to 10 marks. Fine. Then we have this short answer type questions from Vistas also. We have it in Flamingo as well as in Vistas. Okay, but when it comes to Vistas, it is only for 2 marks. Okay, you have to answer any 2, and that will be there only for 2 marks. So you know how to vary the answer, right? Right, only the important points. Then we have this long answer type also from Flamingo. Okay, so that also you have to write it in this one 40 to 50 words, wherein it will be there for 10 marks. Any 2 questions you have to answer for 5 marks. Okay, so this long answer also from Vistas also, so that is also there, and you have to answer any one of those. Okay, so this is your examination question paper pattern. Okay, so section A, B and C you have it. Okay, so this is the whole pattern of your question paper, and this is an introduction of the syllabus which is actually deleted. Okay, so hope you are clear with this question paper pattern. Any doubts you have, you may just ask me in the live class also. Okay, so yes, by this we have come to an end of this introduction of syllabus. If at all you have any questions, I'll always be there for you in the live class to clarify your doubt. Okay, so let us meet in the session. Please go through the introduction video, and then you may ask any doubts if you have. So thank you so much. Keep learning. Take care. Bye-bye.